Hi there, everyone. Welcome and thanks for joining us for another informative weekend edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Lorraine Mendez. On this half-hour journey, we will take you on a literacy improvement drive out west and explore technology in public transportation. Sit back and enjoy these and more interesting features packaged for your viewing pleasure.
Everyone has the right to freedom of expression, even our children.
My voice matters.
Every child has a right to speak up. It's not like they can stay quiet forever, and everything they have to say is important. So that's why I think my voice matters.
At school and at home, every child's voice should matter.
In this school, nobody is more and nobody is less.
My teachers, my parents, they know who I am because they understand me and they know what I understand from what I don't.
I will encourage the students to do their best. I will say even if they do not get something they want, they might get something even better.
When emotions are close to the surface and we contemplate on life, we will all remember the phrase, "A child shall lead them."
My voice matters.
We begin our journey in the West, where the Ministry of Education's Region 4 held a literacy fair at the Flanker Primary School. Team member Nikita Sterling guides us on this leg of the journey.
Improving literacy at the primary level was the focus at the recent Ministry of Education and Youth Region 4 Literacy Fair at the Flanker Primary and Junior High School in St. James.
Boys and girls, are you ready to explore?
The Western Roundup team was present at the event, and we share the highlights with you today. Stay with us. It promises to be good. The loud chatter and laughter at the Flanker Primary and Junior High School on May 19 was a sign that something unusual was taking place on the school grounds.
Correct.
Some 25 schools converged at the Flanker Primary and Junior High School to participate in the 2022 Region 4 Literacy Fair. Aimed at improving literacy and academic performance at the primary level, the competition was tailored for students at all grade levels.
Because it's a literacy fair, we focus mainly on literacy. However, whatever we are doing, we ensure that it is wholesome and it is integrated. The rationale behind of this is to improve literacy in the region, and not only in the region, because what we are sharing, other regions are capturing and they are ensuring that they are on board with the literacy activities. We are tapping into the multiple intelligences, and so we hope for the day to be a successful and solid one.
Among the 25 participating institutions were schools such as the Corinaldi Avenue Primary, Nest Academy, Betheltown All Age, Success Primary, Negril All Age, Dundee All Age, Retrieve All Age, Barneyside Primary, Catherine Hall Primary, Ebba Preparatory, and Clifton Primary. Students were given the opportunity to showcase their literacy prowess via several literacy-themed games and activities, including Spell O Fair.
Your word is clubs. Clubs.
C-L-U-B-S.
Country. Sets. Yes. Correct.
Reading comprehension, time or rhyme.
We give you 1 word and you have 1 minute to write as many words as you can. The word is bat. Begin.
There was also a special session for grades 4 and 5 students who will be sitting the primary exit profile PEP examinations. The event, which was a success according to the stakeholders and children, not only showed the academic excellence of the students, but also exhibited how innovative teachers are.
The fair is something that we do annually. What it is that as a group of teachers in the region, we use the literacy fair to actually showcase those teachers that are doing well, having those teachers show to other persons what they have done, have the children also show their work, and so what we're doing is really promoting the best practices. So the fair as we are having it here is really a kind of showcasing for both our students and their teachers.
Overall, the experience was well received and will serve as a benchmark for other schools.
Events like these help to promote literacy as a fundamental aspect of all education. So students need to definitely learn to read and of course read and write, but it also helps them to learn different ways, have a lot of fun in doing it and get the chance to compete against other schools just to see who can come out on top, you know? It's a very, very good initiative. It also provides teachers with a different outset and innovations that they can try out in the classroom. I'm looking forward to implementing some at Adelphi.
We want children to be aware that literacy is big, and once they are literate, their scope for growth and development, it becomes so wide. So we are so happy to bring our children here for them to have a day not just of learning but of exposure and of fun as well.
The students too found the day's activities very engaging.
It's very important because when we get to participate in these things, it allows us to be more aware of the different activities that are going around, to allow us to have a better chance of understanding certain things like the maths race. So they have a better chance of getting to understand maths and for them to allow them to have fun.
Reading is important to me because it helps you to learn new things and a lot about culture and so on. I think I will perform well today.
The Regional Literacy Fair was initiated in 2015 and continues to grow each year.
That's all for the program today. As usual, thank you for joining us for Western Roundup, where we take you from the corners of St. Elizabeth to the hilly terrains of St. Anne. Remember to send your feedback to jismobe@jis.gov.jm. Until next time, stay safe.
What a way you're full of our roots and culture. That was in Jamaica 60. Jamaica 60? What a piece of news, Miss Matty. I feel like my heart going bust up.
Just in, the island of Jamaica is on the verge of celebrating its 60th year of independence.
A whole way of celebrating it. They say the people them, you know, them come here, you know. But you see, when our people decide, say the other people them free paper, burn up, them say if it's war, start it, whatever. We all collect medal, panta fight, you know. Medal. Amount of tongue we give them, you know.
The celebrations are slated to begin on January 1st, 2022. Organized by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. We have more in this report.
I am on site and planning activities are ablaze. Persons are advised to download the Reggae Jamaica app to know what it pre. Activities for the Jamaica 60 celebration.
I download the app to get the updates then.
Water is the focus of our next stop. It's in St. Catherine, where government established an artificial underground aquifer to collect and store water during the rainy months for use in periods of low rainfall. Let's see how it works.
Jamaica is known for its tropical climate, which brings warm weather. While showers are possible all year round, the land is not free from periods of drought. January to March and July are classified as the dry seasons, with February being the driest month, on average producing just about 15 millimeters of rain, or roughly 3 rainy days. And so the need for artificial recharge systems. An artificial recharge system is used to store excess water for use later, like periods of drought. The water stored in these wells can be put to environmental, agricultural and urban uses. In order to serve the well-polluted communities in St. Catherine and the Kingston metropolitan area, government constructed the Inniswood artificial recharge system.
Water is critical, and it is a part of the agenda of the government that we provide these resources to improve the quality of life.
The St. Catherine-based facility is funded by the Inter-American Development Bank at a cost of $1.07 billion. Situated on 68 acres of land, it is the largest artificial aquifer recharge system in Central America and the Caribbean. It diverts approximately 5 million gallons of water per day from the Rio Cobra River through the National Irrigation Commission NIC Canal during the wet season.
The question of water is critical, whether it is water for domestic or agricultural purpose. This is a facility that is providing the resources in terms of water that is badly needed in this part of St. Catherine to deal with the agricultural side of the parish.
The construction of this station involves a raw water intake structure, as well as inlet structures for 2 infiltration wells, 3 sinkholes and 2.1 kilometers of pipelines. The facility treats the raw water from the Old Harbour branch of the NIC Canal through a series of settling basins that remove sediments, pollutants and other particles. This will ensure that the water is of good quality. These wells need to be recharged to ensure easy access to potable water.
You might see the water going away and going through the system, but it is being stored because it's going into the aquifer itself. This is a limestone aquifer, so it is very easy for that operation to take place actually, because the nature of the limestone, the cracks and the fissures is such that the injection of the water into the aquifer is guaranteed.
Having seen the successful implementation of the Inniswood underground water recharge system, government is examining the feasibility of replicating it in Manchester and St. Elizabeth.
Touring this facility, looking at the tremendous output that has been laid down at this facility. And this is something I will engage the technical people in a discussion on to see how best we can replicate this in other parishes where there is a severe need for this commodity, especially in parishes such as Manchester and St. Elizabeth, where, you know, that section of the island accounts for a significant portion of what goes to the market that is placed on the tables of the homes across the country.
Water is a primary commodity in the development process. It is critical to production and the quality of life.
We have the capacity to provide water, but it has to be done in a regulated and in a structured way.
That is why we have a system like this in place to help to give that guarantee of the delivery of the resource.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
No dash no paper, no dash no plastic. Dispose your garbage responsibly. No know how to recycle, learn it quick. And if you drop it, better pick up every piece of it. Plastics last forever, don't forget the bits. Cause when them touch the street, them end up in the sea. Collect pan the reef where they fish them feed. And when you want seafood, I eat your
Keep
eat.
the island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica.
The spread of new and re-emerging diseases is an ever-present threat to public health. You might have heard of the monkeypox disease that's now spreading in some countries. Up next, we examine how it's transmitted, the effect on health, symptoms, and treatment.
Monkeypox is a rare disease that is similar to smallpox and can be transmitted by contact and droplet exposure. The disease is caused by the monkeypox virus, a member of the orthopox virus genus. While smallpox was eradicated in 1980, monkeypox continues to occur, mainly in countries of Central and West Africa.
The virus is normally found in animals, but the disease may be transmitted from animals to humans, usually through bites or scratches or consumption of bushmeat.
Cases have been found in animals such as squirrels, Gambian poached rats, dormice, different species of monkeys, and others. Human-to-human transmission can occur through contact with bodily fluids, lesions on the skin or internal mucosal surfaces such as in the mouth or throat, respiratory droplets, and contaminated objects.
Milder cases of monkeypox may go undetected and represent a risk of person-to-person transmission. Children are at high risk, and monkeypox during pregnancy may lead to complications, congenital monkeypox, or stillbirth.
Detection of viral DNA by a polymerase chain reaction PCR test is the preferred laboratory test for monkeypox. Antigen and antibody detection methods may not be as useful as they do not distinguish between orthopox viruses. Persons infected with monkeypox usually present with a fever, rash, and swollen lymph nodes. In addition to the swollen lymph nodes, the fever stage of the illness usually lasts 1 to 3 days and can come with intense headache, back pain, muscle ache, and an intense lack of energy. This is followed by the skin eruption stage, which lasts for 2 to 4 weeks.
The incubation period is usually 6 to 13 days, but it can range from 5 to 21 days. The disease is often self-limiting, with symptoms usually resolving spontaneously within 14 to 21 days.
Treatment of monkeypox patients is dependent on the symptoms. Vaccines used for smallpox eradication have provided protection against monkeypox, while newer vaccines have been developed to specifically prevent this disease, one of which has been approved by the World Health Organization. Persons can also protect themselves using the same safety protocols for COVID-19.
Present COVID-19 measures of practicing physical distancing, mask wearing, and frequent hand sanitization will also reduce the likelihood of transmission of monkeypox virus.
In recent times, monkeypox outbreaks have been reported in Europe, North America, and Australia, with more countries reporting cases. Most cases are linked to persons with recent travel to countries where monkeypox is endemic, mainly in the region of West Africa. But caution is urged all around the world. The World Health Organization says the current outbreak is spreading primarily through sexual contact.
Persons must report to the health department if they develop a fever, a rash, following recent international travel, or close contact with persons who have traveled to endemic countries. Healthcare workers must also have a heightened sense of awareness of this disease that has been spreading in some countries and report suspected cases to the health department.
Prevention of diseases is important to our well-being, so let's all remain vigilant and practice good hygiene and measures that protect us against the monkeypox and other contagious viruses. Be safe for long life. Stay in good health.
The travel file application was created by the Transport Authority for the protection of the commuting public. Please download the travel file application on the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store. Once you download the application, put in your phone number, register the application under your phone number, and then you'll be able to verify the license plate that you're going in. Once you verify the license plate and the information of the vehicle, you will then be able to share that trip of the vehicle that you're in. And if there is difficulty on the trip, you would then will be able to push a panic button and share your location with others as well. Download the application, give us our feedback at customerservice@ta.org.jm. Don't forget, it's free to download, free to use.
Innovations in transportation technology are at an unparalleled high, with creative solutions being crafted to help us get from one point to the next, but using efficiency, ease, and safety for propulsion. These transportation technologies are ranging from autonomous vehicles to a switch from gas gulping to electric cars, or using technologies such as artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and mobile apps to enhance the driver's experience. Here in Jamaica, as we push to join in on this global move, we've launched our very own online training app for public passenger vehicle or PPV operators, dubbed the TA PPV Train app.
Edifocal has partnered with the Transport Authority and BCIC to create the TA PPV Train Learning app. Now, what this does is it came as a direct response to the COVID pandemic, because before, the PPV operators were accustomed to doing their classes in a face-to-face setting. So there was a direct need now to bring the training to them virtually. And so that is where this whole partnership came into being, where we created the content, put it in a virtual format, also put it on the platform so that it would be readily available to the PPV operators for them to be able to, continue upskilling and reskilling.
The app is being used to facilitate PPV drivers training in the use of the road code, defensive driving, and customer service by way of a gamified format. But the features are far more futuristic and trailblazing.
We took a simple, sophisticated approach when designing this app. We wanted to make sure that everything that they need is available to them. So it would be as simple as them just logging in to the portal. They just log on to the app domain, tappvtrain.com. They'll be prompted to enter their username, which is their TRN, and their password would be the receipt number that they'd get from Transport Authority. So when they pay for the course, they go to Transport Authority and pay for the course, they'd receive a receipt number that would serve as their password or their access pass to the app. Once they log in, all the courses are there. It's a series of 4 courses spanning delivering quality customer service, maintaining professionalism, defensive driving, and there's also a module there that seeks to inform them about the roles and the functions of the Transport Authority.
And here's possibly the best part for PPV drivers using this app. It's completely zero rated.
So what that means is on all mobile networks, whichever mobile network you receive service from, you'd be able to access the platform without even having data on your phone, without even having to have service on your phone. So, I mean, that is one of the things that makes this app so revolutionary in terms of it being fully accessible, because we have to consider persons living in areas where there might be challenges accessing internet. And we want to make sure that everybody gets a fair chance to be able to access the information.
And the security plan for your data was a strategically thought out one.
The data is stored on our servers that are encrypted, and we have taken stringent cyber protection and privacy measures to ensure that, you know, we have secured ourselves and secured our users' data from any potential attack.
Engagement has been hitting an all-time high, with more and more PPV drivers signing on to this revolutionary idea.
Prior to launch, we had a beta test control group who viewed the content, and, you know, the feedback was really overwhelming and great. So what is happening now is we are in the process of onboarding a little bit over 2,000 PPV operators now to serve as our first cohorts.
This $13 million game changer for our transportation industry represents the Ministry of Transport's push to use technology to improve and strengthen its operations. By March of this year, all drivers and conductors will be able to fully unlock its functions right from their iOS and Android-powered devices.
Lowering the sodium content in children's diets today can help prevent heart disease later in their life, especially for those who are overweight. Shake the salt habit, shop smart and cook smart. Use less or no salt when cooking. Try using fresh herbs and seasonings to add more flavor. Limit the consumption of salty snacks. Take the time to carefully read the nutrition labels on food products to identify those high in salt and choose the healthier options. Remember, no more than 2 grams of salt per day from all food sources for children under 11 years of age.
And that's all for Jamaica Magazine today. Be sure to join us tomorrow for another show. Until then, there's more to watch on our YouTube channel and website, jis.gov.jm. Also, check out all the major social media platforms and our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Lorraine Mendez. Till next time, take care and keep safe.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.